I'll be interested to see how the Cavs, um, if they were down 3-1, how they would respond. I feel like, I mean, obviously, it looks bleak if that's the case, but we'll see. Oh no. Is this the bit now? I don't think they will, truthfully. One of the optimistic people. I've been overdosing on copium all week. Guys, it's fine. I mean, listen to this guy's beautiful voice to lull any worries you have. That, this kinda does look like it would be Jackson, like, 30 years from now. That OKC game was wild, though. I don't think I've watched a less enjoyable version of offense from both sides in a while. Kinda reminded me of, like, the doldrums of the Cavs Magic series, where it's like, "Does anyone wanna score?" What's crazy about the 8 points in 1 quarter, Dylan, is also that, like, the score, I think OKC was, like, it wasn't, like, that far of separation. That was kinda like the Wolves Warriors game yesterday too. It just felt like neither team could score. The amount of open threes that Russ still got, and I was surprised that Jokic kept on giving him the ball at that point, but as we all know, Westbrook is more than amped to take those shots. His first Jokic had a good game 1. He really kinda tailed off. I don't It kinda just I don't wanna say that Jokic isn't giving it his all, but I feel like he just looks gassed, honestly, which makes a ton of sense. I mean, he's put that team basically on his back all season, but I'm feeling a big Ty Jerome resurgence. Who's on that boat? Is anyone back on that wave? Or are we all still kind of on our edge of our seats? Ty Jerome needs a Ty Jerome bounce back. If he wants to make bank this offseason, he's done a really great job of basically wiping away millions of dollars from one playoff series. The thing with Ty too is like his leash has definitely been smaller in game 3. A big Hunter game would be good. A big Jerome game would be good. Dean Wade deciding to want to shoot would be good. Any reason, in my opinion, not to see Javante Green is a good sign. A league average 3-point night would be very good. All right, fellas. This is what we are hoping for. I'm glad that we could all go through this together. Old kid. I need if you might have to do both. I know. If Boston ties it up, I'm gonna be so pissed. God forbid that we finally don't have to play Boston. Not that I like don't want to beat Boston, but I'd rather just not see them. Honestly, I'll take on Sir Purr any day of the week over Tingus Pingus. Oh God, guys, bold of them to go in the uniforms that they were buried in last game. Good God, guys, I don't know if I'm built for this. Self. No. Apparently, all my hair is on the line. I didn't sign up for this, but life chose me. Fingers crossed, fellas. Let's get this. Alrighty. Well, that's not ideal. Thanks, man. Come on, Max. That's great. Garland did shove him, but showing that tough bone. The Cavs are they're not soft. We're willing to throw players to the ground. I see what Darius is doing. All right. Um, I get why they're pressuring Darius. Not ideal. All right, Ev. And a quick steal just to tie this game back up. Okay. Let's go, fellas. I feel like based off those first few indie possessions and Darius bringing the ball up, this is going to be a rough go for Darius off with that toe injury. Sorry. No, we just don't want him to be the liability and just get absolutely targeted. I'm not I feel like Ty Jerome will I think Ty will have a bounce back game. Not really trying to throw Ty Jerome in right now though. I would hope that Darius can hold up. I don't even care that is less athletic. It's also just that I need him to start making shots. I agree, old kid. Like, the whole Darius is a bad defender thing when the whole hero Garland beef came up. I was like, all right. I just feel like that was people who haven't watched the Cavs. Darius actually holds up very well defensively compared to what the expectation is. I think Strus just got wailed in the face. Literally the hit part, I guess, huh? They're the first to sock you in the face. All right, Jarrett. Oh my God, Evan, please. Oh, oh my God, dude. Come on. Yeah, Sam, I'm gonna get you that VIP back. There you go. That should be all set. Who else is gonna promote shit coins? Darius is definitely looking hampered, I will say. Oh, mm, I think they're definitely gonna just say that was nothing. I don't know if it was a league challenge to see if it's a flagrant. You wouldn't know that though, Demo. I mean, the way Tristan tweets about crypto, you would think that it's always going up. When have we ever seen a crypto person though online be like, "Now is not the time to buy"? It's like every minute is the time to buy with the crypto people. No one's ever like, "Hold, wait to buy. It's gonna turn around at some point." That being said, the hot Tua coin is not doing well for me. Tristan told me to buy a lot of that. The review is over a potential flagrant on Siakam, I think, but I guarantee you they're going to say that Strus threw himself into it. Yep. All right. Yeah, when Strus got absolutely bowed in the face and they're like, "Seems like a basketball play to me." Shut up, Jared. Nice. Let's go. Oh my god. If Mitchell knocked down threes, he'd be scoring like 60 points a game. Honestly, this is probably the way I would like the Cavs to start bringing up the ball rather than having Garland hampered, bringing it up in a full court press. I'll take Mobley at this point. Siakam's like, I don't know what's going on here. That's weird. Didn't know Siakam just suddenly decided to become a scumbag and foul all the time. Jarrett. Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude. Good for Max for holding up there. Tough that they couldn't get the board though off the miss. Jarrett's getting the dish set up for him. He just has to make those shots. Good for Garland for pushing that though. I would like to for the Pacers to instill the hack of Jarrett. It seems to be going well for the Celtics with Mitchell Robinson, and I don't think they should look at Jared Allen's free throw percentage, but they should just go for that approach going forward. I think that'd be real 4D chess on Rick Carlisle's part. Make Jared Allen think he's a bad free throw shooter by making him shoot a ton of free throws. God, that ball was up in the air forever. Yeah, no, Jarrett's a really good free throw shooter especially for a center with his skill set. This Mitchell game is so dumb. I appreciate Mitchell getting the misses out of the way now. I don't blame Mitchell for trying to get others going, but like also you kind of just have to set the tone early because that will also get people going. All right. So not loving the start, if I can be so bold. Dan, do not turn on the PlayStation. Oh my god. Oh, nice. Gotta take that, Evan. Oh my god. Obi Toppin, you know, I feel like Evan should be able to kind of muscle up and put that at least get a shot up on that. To just stay planted. He didn't even really make a move. He just tried to put him right in the post. Evan has much quicker feet than Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin's like a meatball, dude. All right, Max, let's go. We get our tie minutes now. We're leaving Garland on, so that's interesting. It's best friends, Garland, Allen, and Strus. That's out on us, I think. Oh. Yeah, you better get that going. God damn it, dude. That is. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, that sucks. Why can't we do like what Jokic does, where he literally just rips the ball from the ref and throws it? What are you talking about, Demo? This is an ultra pivotal first quarter possession. This could be the game right here. You know what they always say? You win or lose the game with a dead ball in the first. I feel like that has to be out on Hunter. That's what they always say, old kid. That's what they taught me at basketball camp. Games are won and lost by dead balls in the first quarter. I always wonder what goes on in those calls when they're talking to the league office. Be like, can you believe the shit that we're reviewing right now? This is crazy. Yeah, Samuel, why don't you get your butt out there, dude, and hit some threes instead of chatting in the playback? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Sam, but at the same time, go make a three. All right. I shouldn't even have gave you a VIP, Sam. I'm enticing you to not play. This is rough. Oh, and 40. We're putting the spotlight on this guy. This is rough. Oh, Obi Toppin locked in to the kid, not the huddle. Love that from my players. Adjustments for the Cavs. Clearly adjust to the fact that Indiana is playing physical, meeting you at half court. I would try to push, give Evan Mobley more touches, bringing up the ball. I think the looks for the most part have been pretty solid. There's been a few errant passes, but I think the looks for the most part have been pretty solid. I mean, it's just kind of sloppy play in the first half or first quarter too. Dan, well said. Yeah, was it like a Jedi mind trick on Rick Carlisle being like, "Yeah, we," or Atkinson being like, "Yeah, we know they prepared for the zone, so we're not gonna run the zone." Dude, Shrimple. Oh my god. Oh, Sam's out there. We need some life here offensively, and I don't need it to be just be Donovan Mitchell. Like, we really do need to see some players able to kind of stay afloat. That's not a shot attempt that you love. I don't like that this is where the offense is kind of going right now. If Garland is relegated to kind of only shooting threes, then this is going to be a problem offensively. Over the back. This is probably the worst version of the first quarter for the Cavs. So if they can withstand this, all right, Max, digging for gold over there. Um, yeah, if they can withstand this. I mean, we've seen the team come back from poor first quarters before. All right. It's always the guys that aren't the most talented. Like, Matherin is not someone that the Cavs are actively game planning about, but they're like, I got to make an impact somehow. How about if I just sock some dude randomly? Oh, wow. All right. Well, oh, he didn't say anything. He decided to just sock him in the nuts. Matherin's like smiling like he did something actually important. If they don't give Matherin a flagrant two for the nut tap, then I don't know what to believe anymore. If it was Draymond Green, they would call it a common foul too. Yep. Good edit, Demo. If I was Miles Turner, I'd be like, yeah, he definitely did it. You should probably get rid of him. Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was way worse than that too. That was honestly kind of an overreaction from Hunter. Yeah, I accidentally, kicked myself out. I ejected myself, so DeAndre Hunter didn't have to. Oh my god. That was just so dumb. I agree. How many more replays? Like, what are they kinda being like, what could they possibly be discussing with those headsets? It's almost like they're debating whether or not to just eject him straight up, is kinda what I'm thinking. If they watch it a few more times. What if they get the director's cut of that flagrant with some commentary? Nothing would make me happier. Yeah, just send out Tristan Thompson. Oh! Wow! That's awesome. That's crazy. I mean, I can't think of a less impactful ejection out of the options on the floor, but you know what? Just to tell Mathurin, "Go F yourself," that's great. What the hell is that? I thought Mathurin was about to go into the stands. Free fries. I don't know. Tony is just not available on the call. I'm sorry that I just didn't eat free fries. But fortunately, I'm all you have. I did not get my free fries. I gave mine to Tony. Thank God. We need to lock in here. Mitchell's in. Garland's out. This will be interesting. DeAndre Hunter revenge game. All right. Never mind. Wow. That was silky. Oh my God. That would have been absolutely crazy. Oh my god, dude. Couldn't have started any better for Indiana, minus the fact that Benedict Mathurin got ejected in like his first minutes in the game. Demo with the strays to Thomas Bryant. Rick, shut up, dude. Teach him a lesson. Rick Sanchez. Getting any of the bench players in a rhythm would be extremely nice. I wouldn't say anyone's in a roll, in a groove right now, except for this Mobley block. Oh my god, dude. Don't even. Come on, man. Let's just get like two good things to happen in a row here. Dude, what? The Caitlin Clark effect. I mean, it is Indiana. Let's keep that in mind. Like the middle, that state's got to be a little weird. When was the last time they saw a hill? I mean, the land's flat there. Time probably stands still. Thanks, Stan. That means a lot. All right, Ty, let's cook here. Oh my god, please. Travel. Dude, you know what, Ty? Like, make a normal shot before you go back to the circus shots. It's been a hot minute since you've made a jumper in general. Let's not try to do the most convoluted version of it off the rip. Ty also right now, if I can just, be on my soapbox for why Ty has kind of been pissing me off lately. Um Ty Jerome is also carrying himself like he's still playing like the Ty Jerome of a month ago. And that's great and all for like optics, but maybe don't complain to the ref as if you're the best player on the floor right now. Demo, is that really surprising? I want to know who's 42nd. Like, I want to know who's a little better than Indiana. Give me the state right above and below Indiana for education. That's tough to be behind Nevada. Being ahead of Louisiana is good. If it was the inverse and they were losing to Louisiana, that would also be rough. Oh, they are. Oh, Jesus. Rough times. Okay. Well, that's not great. We need a strong close to the quarter here. At least don't want to just throw the Austin Carr thing around and say cut it to 10, but Indiana's 19th. Cool guy. This is rough. Come on, man. Yeah, we're back in the zone now. All right. Was that Thomas Bryant? Oh, Sam, come on. All right. You know what? Maybe that three was good. Get Thomas Bryant thinking he's hot stuff, and then we just kind of let the offense funnel through Thomas Bryant. I see you, Cavs. Oh my god. That was beautiful. Not the possession, but the closing move. Hot take, I'll take points. Hello? I was gonna say we're just gonna let Shepard mount Ty Jerome like that. Pause. It's the newest TikTok trend. How bad can you beat up the Cavs before the refs actually use their whistle? The refs are acting like they have a whistle count where they're not allowed to call a certain amount of fouls past a certain point. Even though outside of the whole DeAndre Hunter thing, feels like we haven't really got much. I know. The dog is pissed. You know, don't love the Toppin gets clean cuts like that. If I'm being on, oh my god. All right, cool guy once again showing off that he knows how to use the gifs. Obi Toppin chance. Oh my god, Max, let's go. This has been the arguably, in my opinion, the best stretch of basketball Max Strus has played for the Cavs. Hello? I didn't know they actually called fouls for us. This is breaking news. Maybe we should have a review on that. Maybe they want to withdraw it. I am shocked they left Hunter in after that Matherin altercation. I think they probably were like, "Oh, this is gonna be the fire that Hunter needs to push forward." When in reality, it probably just made him worse, if I can be honest. Hunter said, like, "I'm definitely not gonna pass. I need to make up for that assault that happened to me at midcourt." I want to see Dean actively look for dude, Ben Shepherd, man. Oh my dude. Oh my god. Um, not a great first quarter. Uh Not my favorite quarter of the postseason. Let's see let's see how bad it is in actuality versus how it feels here. 26% from the field. Love that. Good stuff. 4 for 15 from the field, 3 for 8 from 3. Honestly though, good free throws, something that's plagued us through the series. So if I had to pick one positive, 12 for 14 from the charity stripe. All right. Losing the rebound battle, 12 to 7. Obviously, 7 turnovers, also not great. I think actually with if like things kind of balance out a little here, the Cavs are not as toast as I think we are dreading right now. The Cavs probably just played their worst quarter of the postseason, I think. So, depending on how they rebound from that. I mean, if you look at game 3, the Pacers also like had a terrible first half or one a bad quarter and were able to make something happen there. So, we'll see. Old kid, yeah. This has to be well, I said it's currently our worst quarter. The Cavs, uh I don't have that right in front of me, but we'll see. I truly still don't I'm not willing to call anything yet, obviously. I think there's still a lot of potential here for the Cavs to bounce back. With the way law of averages go, it's far from over. If the Cavs repeat this in the second quarter, though, I mean, but look at the Knicks and Celtics. I mean, the Celtics blew 2 20-point leads in like one quarter. We're showing off the WNBA teams right now. We got to lock in. No Caitlin Clark. Messed up. Is she here too? Free fries. Whoa. Anti Caitlin Clark. I feel like the zone also, Dr. Manhattan, has not been something that has been having a proven track record over the season. It always feels like something they throw in, and I just have not been a big fan of it, honestly. I know Jackson has kind of gone back and forth on where he stands with the zone. I think for the most part, Tony and I are on the same page, but I just think it's gimmicky and it only works if you run it a few times, not if it's your identity. Knocked out shots eventually, Jarrett. I need him now. Oh my god, please, Donovan. Oh my god. I don't know how much more daylight you could have. All right, Ev, come on. Yes, Evan, be aggressive. What? Oh my god, dude. Bro, this is this is a bunch of, dare I say, baloney. These are non-Halliburton minutes too. So this is like ideally where you just want to kind of create some mount some kind of comeback here. But as long as they keep making these threes, what are we gonna do? Because we can't shoot either. So Evan, it's literally not worth it to call a challenge there. It's far from over, guys. All right, but it's just not looking too hot. Dan, I'm not loving how it always seems like Toppin's on one of the guards. Dude. Dude, what? So, like, if they're gonna miss something at some point, that dude, the Cavs are rattled. Kenny has got to call a timeout at this point. Can we just use all of our timeouts for one big deep breath? All right, so Siakam's now just Kawhi Leonard, so that's a good start. Oh my god. So the uphill battle looks like it's gonna be something. It's it's not over, but it's not great. I'll be right back, guys. Dr. Manhattan, no. I'll have you know I was yep. It could be me. I can accept that. I'll take this on me. Winners and losers. Loser, me. Is it like
Is it too bold to say that the way we address is like actually just tightening everything up? Feels like we're just playing so sloppy. Sloppy, frantic, rushing into possessions, making weird shots.
thanks, Dr. Mahan. I just think everything needs to be tightened up here. It's so sloppy. It's frantic, it's sloppy, it looks everyone's just scrambled. Jarrett, no. Oof. Definitely not looking too hot for Garland either. All right. Cut it to 24. We're halfway there. What is the great news? Why is Garland the one going up for it? Like, obviously, I appreciate him doing that, but like, where's everyone else? How's the guy with 9 toes doing it? I don't even know. Like, I think to say they're just shooting poorly doesn't even describe why we're losing this game. The offense just does not look smooth at all. It's like, hey, what if we do nothing? What if we wait until the shot clock expires and then take a heavily contested shot? Or what if we just decide not to? Or let's have Ty Jerome just kind of feel himself out for a quarter. Yeah, no. Okay. Dan, I'll see you in the third quarter. Boom. I'm glad we're giving like Siakam and Obi Toppin their career games. That's always nice. Be on the other side of an absolutely random player going Obi Toppin. An 11-point game from I love almost being outscored by Siakam and Obi Toppin. That's pretty sweet. got lucky on that, left him completely open. Come on, Strus. That was a good shot. Oh my god! Can someone other than Mitchell give a shit? Honestly, I think Max and Mitchell seem like the only people that care right now. Well, Garland, but Garland's banged up, so hilarious that he's the villain after getting punched. It's like, what a guy. Retaliating to getting punched. Can't believe they disrespected our heart and soul of our team, Benedict Mather. Where? This is just absurd. I don't even know if Halliburton's been in for a while. This is crazy. Yeah, I do remember saying that. We have 7 minutes left before we make that claim. We are on a 16-6 skid. So 18-6 skid. So Sam, that makes sense. If I wasn't doing this stream, I would probably take some version of a mental health break. Hunter. Okay. All right, Hunter, I'm glad everyone's so confident when they're bricking. This is just so unlucky at times too. It's like even when they do one thing right, it just the ball isn't bouncing their way here. I believe I'm writing grades for this game, and it's gonna be pretty tough for most players to have higher than a D, except for Donovan. The only time the Cavs get a foul is if they're literally punched in the chest. Okoro minutes. Oh my god, we're dialed in. Oh, sticks. Nice. Okay. It's honestly crazy how a few made field goals would really just change the feeling of this game, as ugly as it is for the Cavs. Okoro's plus or minus is probably leading the team right now. Okoro's the only one with a positive plus minus. So I don't want to say he's the missing piece, but this is great defense from Jarrett. Thank God. If that was out off Merrill, I swear to God. I'm not saying this for jokes. This might be the best stretch of the game for the Cavs thus far, as they missed too. So, about the best stretch of the game, that has come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was the peak. When the Cleveland Cavaliers playback channel calls it quits, this is rough. Truthfully, though, like you won't know the game's over until we kind of see how the Cavs come out in the second half. Yeah, probably the worst time for the Cavs to lay their biggest stinker. If only we had, at least the Cavs, have that culture of coming back from 3-1. I am not going as far as to say that the Pacers are better than the Cavs, but they're obviously playing better. I mean, the Cavs are a much more talented team than the Pacers are. The Cavs have also just shipped in their probably worst shooting performances of the whole season in one series. It's kind of like what the Celtics Knicks series too. I think the Nets really pride themselves on the talent doesn't mean crap mantra. I think it's what their backbone is. They're like, talent, don't need it. We got vibes. I know game two, with every loss compounding, just kind of reinforces the whole how pivotal game two was. Reggie Wayne? Why is the audio for the PA so bad? We're getting killed in every facet. I mean, there's truly nothing I could say for like at least the Cavs are doing X right outside of free throw attempt or 3 free throws made. Still 16 for 18, but 6 for 25 on field goals from the game. And the Pacers are 2 field goals away from having as many field goal attempts that the Cavs have. So put that into perspective. The Cavs have 11 turnovers. We need to cut it to 25. Let's just take it in chunks. Let's cut it to 27. Oh, God, this is not ideal. Thanks, cool guy, for not blaming me. That's pretty nice of you. I can't think of a worse way for a postseason possession to kind of hit as the clock is dripping down than Okoro, save us with this ISO, please. That's malpractice on the Cavs' part to have Okoro on that island like that. That layup was rough. You got Okoro all the way back there. He wants to run a second thing. Let's run through Okoro one more time. Oh, dude. Let Ice do his thing. Okoro. Okoro should take one for the team and just absolutely sock somebody. All right, Ev, come on. Put your head down here. I I'm glad he made it, but at the same time, it's like prayer threes off swings are just not doing it for long stretches of the game. I don't even know where that foul came from. All right, ball don't lie, fellas. Yeah, I mean it's not unfair. I feel like Evans had good moments though. Like not anything like where I'm like, "Oh my god, Evans been great tonight," but I feel like Evans had some of the least, "Oh my god, what the hell was that?" moments, which is pretty much what everyone on the floor has had at some point. Yeah, Cavs LQ. No one has been great. No one's been good. Max Strus has been fair, which by comparison has been great. Dr. Manhattan, what the hell, dude? When the Cavs mount this comeback, it's going to be crazy. If I could log off this stream and the Cavs come back, I will never come on playback again, gladly. I don't know, like, there's just gotta be more resistance on these switches with Turner. Turner always somehow gets switched onto a guard, and then Mobley or Allen is always dragged out on the perimeter. Oh my god, dude. Why are we doing bounce passes at his shins? How does Miles Turner establish such dominant position against the guards? He's so technically sound. It's a slurp fest right now on from Clark Kellogg. Oh my god, dude. Oh, please, Darius. Who here is willing to take like the Illuminati prayer or curse to just get this game turned around? Someone should be sacrificed at the half. Alrighty. This is sick. Who else is having a time? That's crazy, man. Can't wait for the Pacers to get absolutely waxed by the Celtics in this. Then this is the conference finals. It's gonna be hype. Oh, I see you have an open wound here. Let's just let me just take a pound of salt. I agree, Demo. I don't even know if it's salt or like I thought Turner, honestly, at this point was just gonna launch it. Okay, well, this is kind of what I had in mind. Yep. I feel like I should be allowed to ask Jackson if he can just put the stream. He wants to talk about Dune. What is this? What did I? What did we do to deserve this? That's absolutely absurd. I'm so pissed right now. All right. Well, this is a time. I'm surprised we have 134 people in the chat right now, if I can be honest. Bots are going crazy right now. We will definitely see. You know, I I truly don't think they're gonna break up the core four though. Honestly, I know there has to be some move that's made. I don't know where that would be, but it's also just it's a little. We'll see. Thank God we got this dude though. This music, so great. Oh, what's up, dude?
Hello. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Are you? You don't have to lie.
I don't know if happy is the right word. It's definitely this is something, man.
No, this is
an
sick,
ugly
dude.
game.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We're watching Miles Turner take the next step into like he's like at a whole new level.
Yeah, he's gonna become what Wemby is destined to be.
Yeah, I've heard that the Spurs are planning Wemby's growth to look in the Miles Turner trajectory.
Exactly, that's what they want. Dude, I mean, what do you even say? Like the offense does not look like the regular season offense. They're very careless with the ball. It's very much like whoever gets the ball up court, they're either going to pass it once and then let that guy play some Ukilum basketball, or whoever brings it up court's just going to play Ukilum basketball.
So what you're saying is we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's going great.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
I mean, I thought after game one that obviously Pacers offense very good. Like they're like the inverse of the Orlando Magic, where the Magic have the like terrible offense and really good defense. Pacers, their defense is not great, and their offense is really good.
I don't
And
know,
I
dude.
thought
Have you seen that they're giving up 39 points at half?
That's I think it's less to do with their offense and more to do with the Cavs looking like, I don't know, like they've never played basketball before on
Hot
that side
poo-poo
of the floor.
doo-doo.
Yeah, but I thought the game one shooting was going to be a flash in the pan, and like they would come back to earth, and then they like kind of almost did, and then they're just like, you know what, actually, we're flashing the pan a second time.
How about we hit that button one more time?
That's crazy. Like that is like what they're doing right now is like 2024, like last year, like Celtics in the regular season. That's what they look like right now. It's insane.
I think it's really cool that the Pacers at halftime are only 7 points away from the Nuggets total score.
Dude, that game was disgusting. That was an ugly game to watch.
This is like both sides of the ugly game coin that you
Yeah.
can get. You either get the rock fight or you get this. I don't know, PB talk. I mean, Thomas Bryant is a Bryant. It's in the genes. Kids in Indiana, instead of saying Kobe, are going to say Thomas.
Yep.
Ryan, thanks for doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
The C's, you
I'm
kind of
grateful you
get
asked
it.
me. Yeah, I do. Game 1 and 2, like the Celtics, they went 25 for 100 in the first two games shooting three. Then they were 20 for 40 from three yesterday. So it's like two opposite ends of the spectrum. But it's so clear that the Celtics are so much better than the Knicks. But like they're playing like a-holes, man. Like they're playing so stupid. It's very embarrassing those first two games. And yesterday, it's like if Tatum plays remotely okay, it's 3-0. If they don't play like complete a-holes, it's 3-0. I still believe in them, but they're very, very frustrating.
I mean, that's the whole thing with the Celtics, though, is they live and die by that three. So when the three's on for them, they look unstoppable. But then when the three goes ice cold, it's like, well, their offense seems like it just stalls, and it's like,
Yeah,
well, yeah,
that's true. But also the offense in the first two games, like their penetration, their dribble penetration was like
Pause.
was bad. Yeah, pause. Was bad. It was bad. It was like their ball movement was poor. It wasn't even just like they were just missing threes. They were missing open looks for sure, but they were also like not playing a cohesive offense. Like much like the Cavs are doing right now, they were not playing cohesive offense. It's the only reason the games were close is because the Knicks are also so bad that like the games like when the Celtics are playing at their absolute worst, the games are close. But unfortunately for the Cavs in this game, the Pacers can play offense. And it's looking like that playoff offense from last year, except on crack because Tyrese Halliburton is not hurt.
I'm not a mathematician, so correct me if you feel differently. I would say a 30 for 50 at half is pretty good.
It's insane. I mean,
And I would say 8 for 32 is not.
It's not great. It's that game. It's the game one offense that the Pacers had that was just like, I was like, I looked at that and I was like, they just shot 55% from three and like on high volume. Like, there's no way that's happening again. And it's like, it's already basically there.
Would you be willing to meet Benedict Mathurin in the tunnel after the game?
I'm very surprised that's how it ended up. How it ended up is how it happened.
Oh yeah, I thought that was for sure going to be at the least both of them getting flagrant twos.
Yeah, I
I
really
feel like the
when
retaliation is never lesser than the
Oh
instigating.
yeah, when I heard Mathurin getting the flagrant two, I was like, for sure DeAndre Hunter's gone. But then I was like, wow, that is a so that I mean that was like something, but
Has there ever
I
been a
don't know.
player that impacts the game less that instigates more than Benedict Mathurin?
I don't know. I think he's pretty good, man. I think he's a very solid player. Especially for the Pacers. I definitely this series has been an instigator, and he was like their only good player in the game that they lost.
That's true.
I don't know. This is I have to check the box score but it seems like Siakam is actually having his first good game of the series.
No, Siakam's
Um,
cooking right now. Actually, he had 12, but he had 12 at pretty much the old kid. Don't check the box score, please. Yeah,
he's
I
got
think
12 on 100% true shooting. So yeah, that's
he's also leading the team in plus minus with a plus 36.
plus 36. Oof, man. Oof.
Guess who, guys? Kind of a W in the chat though for the box score. Plus minus king for the Cavs. Isaac Okoro. He's the only
Isaac
one with a plus.
Okoro winning the winning the Okoro minute. I don't think they win, even if they take this team and run it back. I don't think they win 64 games again. But I do think like this right now is pretty anomalous. This series. Um, I just think like right now it's the defensive scheming that is like very very ugly, and because of that, it's letting them affect their mental on the offensive side. Garland's playing hurt still. Mobley like looks okay, but I don't know. I think their defensive effort is affecting their offensive mindset, and it's really like affecting them on both sides of the floor for that reason.
I think it's a culmination of the Cavs having their worst stretch of shooting all season, with the fact that the Pacers are probably going through their best shooting stretch.
Yeah,
The
I
Pacers
think
are
also your
high
mic cut out.
volume.
I heard I can hear you, but I think your personal microphone cut out. Now it's like the space microphone. But yeah, that's true. It's definitely a combination of those things. But I just feel like the Cavs, they're not like it just feels like they're not running an NBA offense. It just feels like they're like, okay, you guys are
Sorry, man, your point sucks, so I had to cut out real quick.
understand.
No, I honestly, my mic's really up me off for myself. My headphone mic.
Yeah, oof, dude, Jesus, 67% from three. Wow. I mean, this third quarter is just gonna be the make or break, I guess. I don't know.
Sure. Or it just will be break or break more.
Yeah. I mean, hey, who's the team that came back 3-1?
The Pacers.
It's
They
like
call themselves
technically
the Sirs. Oh my god.
the Sirs, yes, sirs.
That's crazy.
So I've been a huge Obi Toppin fan like for his brief career so far. And I just he's one of the most underrated role players in the league. He's not like the best defender. He's not a good defender by any means.
He's not the best. He's not good.
He's not a good defender by any means. He tries on that side of the ball, but offensively, he is just such an elite player. I don't know. It's really crazy how impactful he is. Lob threat, like perimeter threat, downhill threat. He can't really handle the ball, but he is very, very valuable. And he was such an insane pickup for this Pacers team last season when the Knicks let him go.
For nothing.
Yeah.
And then they also signed his brother as an undrafted free agent.
So
and then we're like, yeah, no, sorry, we actually traded your brother, and you're also toast. So
yeah, and it's a Thibodeau team, so he's not going to play at all.
Yep. All right, this is where we lock in, fellas.
Spider not starting the half. That's interesting. That's not good. Big story this series, of course, Ty Jerome playing like a trash can. Very sad to see.
Now that oh my god, dude. I think we'll know truthfully in the first 2 minutes whether it's so over or we're so back.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like they gotta feel like they just gotta run. They gotta run sets. They were not like doing anything. On the offensive side.
Get it to under 20, more like get it to like half. All right, so we're doing the same stuff. Love that. Okay. I want to hear the thing too of it's like, oh, don't show them stuff that you're going to try to use. Alrighty.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I will note to the chat, I was given permission from Jackson to cut the stream. So
Cut this.
When this goes downhill quick, you all have free will. I would also love to point that out.
This is ugly. I don't think anyone saw this coming.
What do you mean we're already downhill? So honestly, it would have to be just moving the most appealing asset that you're willing to get rid of, which I would still believe is Jarrett. All right.
Okay.
Strus has been so good. Yeah, it's really you have to kind of work within the margins. Why are you holding my family on?
I guess you guys are selling the team right now.
I'm sorry, old kid. I wish I didn't have your family hostage for this game, but you know, times are tough, and I need this playback money.
I mean, last year in the finals, I watched all of Game 4, the 50-point loss or whatever from the Celtics to the Mavs. I watched the whole game. I was pissed the whole time, but I still watched it.
That must have been a really tragic story for you. How did that story end for you?
Yeah, I don't know. Pritchard hit this sick buzzer beater in Game 5 at halftime, and I was like, they're gonna win the finals. Yeah, this is really what you guys did to the Heat. Looking for a flagrant. I only doing this because of what happened earlier in the game.
I think it's, only the Cavs would go from they had the most lopsided sweep in NBA history to absolutely just getting belt to ass in the next series.
Can Mitchell sell Giannis on the Lake Erie coastline?
I mean, you guys can't really. You'd have to give up 2 guys for Giannis, though.
I'm willing to part with Ty Jerome. I said it.
No, okay. Whoa, yeah, whoa. It would have to be Darius Garland and Jarrett Allen.
Dude, Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley, Giannis frontcourt.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be disgusting. Well, Mobley's a floor spacer now.
True. And
Always
Giannis thinks he is.
No, he stopped shooting threes this season, and then he shot 50% from the mid-range. He was actually elite from the mid-range this year.
Ty and Jarrett for Giannis. I mean,
Yeah,
the Bucks. You're getting 2 cornerstone pieces right there. And you know what? I'm willing to. No,
the what's it called? That won't work though. The money won't work.
You're such a hater, dude. Don't you know Ty is max money?
Yeah, I'm a DeAndre Ayton. I'm a max player.
I mean, if DeAndre Ayton's a max player, who isn't? Oh, look at that! You can see the Bucks could build around that.
That was what the thing is. That was like a real play. They ran a real play. They had him.
Hello. I didn't know we're allowed to just clothesline people.
That was
some
weird.
Sniper in the 3rd row just shot down Ty Jerome.
Mitchell isn't on the bench either. Okay, well that's What do you
that
get for Allen?
thing,
You get
really.
Zion.
Dude, I don't know if Zion.
That's a good look. It's a good look. That was
Give
like
us
actually a
Emoni
play.
Bates.
It's just
Bates?
like,
oh my god.
Freight
This might
train
just be-
running down the track.
This stream might only last the 3rd quarter. Oh my god, dude.
God.
Ty. All right, so if Ty Jerome figures his shit out in this game, it makes the loss worth it. It's all about the compartmentalizing this loss.
That is a soft foul. It's so interesting how they call the playoffs, because it's like they let them be very, very physical, and then they do stuff like this most recent foul they just called.
Now the refs, I feel like they're in this weird teetering of what they're actually willing to accept. There isn't a straight line of logic either way.
I get that this game you have to be pretty careful with what happened in the first quarter, but
oh my god, dude!
Oh no, Neesmith, Celtics legend.
Ha ha ha! This is so fun. Jarrett, just stick at this point. Show your range, buddy.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Hell?
I can't wait for it to come out that Darius doesn't even have a toe sprain. It's like a full-on fractured foot. I think it is about the friends we make along the way, Dylan. And you know what? Frankly, I don't think any of you really like me right now because I'm the face of this loss.
It's a great move. Oh, tough finish. I mean, that's the whole Pacers offense at the Eastern Conference Finals last year. The offense was also very efficient in that entire series. It was the toughest series the Celtics played last season. And it's because the offense is so efficient, and they just generate points. And you don't win by out defending them. You win by keeping up with their pace. And the Cavs tried to do that by just steamrolling directly into the paint and then just turning the ball over. But I don't know. I feel like they just have not been running sets. It just does not look like a cohesive offense, just like the Celtics have in the first 2 games of the Knicks series. It does not look like a real NBA offense. It looks like a bunch of JV guys trying to score buckets so they can play varsity.
I can't believe they just showed that spread. That was just full on assault.
I mean, I know the trade machine happens every season, but do you guys need to make moves? What moves do you make? How you don't fix something like this with a trade. You don't fix the other team shooting 60% from 3. with like a trade.
Like, I hate to say it, but I do feel like you kind of just run it back.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, like a backup center in free agency would be great. Like I
A
don't
backup
think
center
you,
would be fantastic.
I don't think like you go and you just like no trade this fucking guy, like trade Jarrett Allen, trade Darius Garland. I don't think you do that when you're coming off a 64 win season and Garland like your second, third best player is playing hurt. Mobley is probably still not 100%, and you're playing against a team that just like one of the best offenses in the league, and they just caught fire in the series that you played against them. I don't know what you want to
I
do.
think you can move Okoro, but Okoro has like no value, honestly.
Well, I mean, I guess Levert had like some value, and Yang didn't have a lot, to be fair, and they still got like DeAndre Hunter for that. I don't think this is a foul on anyone at all. Oh, actually, Darius Garland, the right hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna get him on that one.
I'm so glad we're playing fits in the tantrums right now.
Get 60 wins next year. Do I think they can get 60 wins? I don't know. It's like it's really hard to do that. Like I think it's gonna be really hard to do that. Just like when the East is gonna be even better next year. With the Pistons gonna be much stronger, and if the not next year but soon the Wizards, if they get Cooper Flag, are gonna be a legit team.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I doubt even the Celtics. Like the Celtics could get 60 if Kristaps Porzingis is healthy and they somehow get something for Jrue Holiday. But even them, it would be tough, unless Tatum gets even better than he was this year. He was amazing this year, but like if he gets even better, which is possibility, if Kristaps is healthy, then they could potentially get 60. But like, yeah, the Thunder, like the only realistic team to get that many wins. If the Lakers get a center, they could potentially do it.
Jarrett Allen.
What do you even get from the Lakers? Luka? Jarrett Allen's
Yeah, I
Luka
think
straight up.
so. Do you think Nico will get hired by them?
In his last season, bring the king home.
I'm good. I'll take Bronny.
Yeah, Bronny and LeBron for
No,
Jarrett
I just
Allen.
want Bronny. You can keep LeBron.
I mean, again with this team, but like you can't speak for 100 years from now.
This is crazy. That guy was so hyped to get one.
I think like it just if you look at this playoff run, Ty Jerome, he stopped being this flamethrower. A couple of your best players, your second and third best players, not playing at 100%. Donovan Mitchell forgot how to shoot threes. Like I think like he's been amazing. Not to hate on Spida. He's been the only reason this series has been at all like competitive. But like I think you just look at like what's going on with the team right now, and you don't just be like, yeah, we need to trade this guy. It's like I don't know. I don't think you do that. Like I'm not right now like being like, yeah, Celtics got to get in the trade machine. They gotta get rid of someone. But the thing is, like, they're probably gonna trade Jrue Holiday. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't know.
Go off, King.
Take Jrue? Why would you Jrue
Donovan
Holiday,
left.
who's just coming off as like one of his worst seasons of his career, least healthy seasons? What did you take Jrue for?
I wonder what happened with Mitchell. I'm gonna see what Twitter's saying.
Well, like that was good offense there. Tie for Jrue, dude. 100% the Celtics take that. What the hell? Get off Jrue Holiday's contract and get like a younger, currently better player. Jrue Holiday is like 35 years old. He had his least healthy season. He's looked really good in the playoffs, but he was like very not great in the regular season. Ty Jerome is much younger, much more efficient, can run the offense off the bench. Pritchard becomes a starter. Like, I don't know. Like, I think that'd be a bad trade for the Cavs.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ideal.
Yeah, exactly. He's old. He's great for what the Celtics want right now. He would be good on this team too. I'm not even saying he would be bad on this team. I think
It'd be weird with the minute dispersal.
yeah, I mean, what he would. The thing is, like, you already have two guards, right? Two star guards, and you haven't played small forward.
Sick. We just
He-
lean heavily into small ball with two bigs.
I mean, he can guard bigs though. Not like every possession, but he can.
Oh,
Anyone goes outside Holiday, it's possible Kristaps gets moved.
not with
I-
that
so-
rumor
so-
spreading around about his health.
You cannot run the core forward back. This is why outside LeBron will like this. We always fear to make big moves. We need dogs. You guys made two great trades mid-season, and again, like two of your top guys are not playing healthy, and Donovan Mitchell is now out this game. You went against a team that caught fire in the second round, while some of your players forgot how to shoot. I don't get how like you think this is a roster issue. That's true, TNT thing.
Well, TNT is gonna be done after this season, so what I'm thinking is we're back.
But old kid for the Celtics, Tatum will not be moved. I would be appalled at 99% chance Jaylen Brown does not get moved. Derek White, 98% chance will not get moved. Pritchard, 98% chance will not get moved. I think Kristaps is very unlikely to get traded. I think Al Horford is probably going to retire, and I think Jrue Holiday is likely to get traded. Yeah, this is Al's last year on his contract. I'm pretty sure on that. You can double check, but I'm pretty sure this is the last year of his contract. Okoro and Wade for D. Brown. Okay, let's go. We get D Wade.
You get a prime D Wade, dude.
Yeah, I think Al, this is his last season of his contract, and he's turning 39 next year. He still is looking really good. I don't know, but I don't think they're gonna re-sign him, even if he wants to.
I think you should do Tatum for Ty Jerome. Now,
That's
here's what I'm
interesting
thinking.
trade. That's an interesting trade, seeing
What
as Tatum
team
is the biggest
ever-
contract in the NBA right now.
Hear me out. How many teams have been constructed around two finalists for Sixth Man of the Year?
That would be incredible.
Boston also would love the dynamic of Ty Jerome and Peyton Pritchard. I don't need to dive into why, but
Trading Donovan Mitchell would be very interesting. I don't think that would happen, but I would be most
at that
curious.
point, just like give up. Oh my god!
You got away with a travel there, but 34. They're cutting the lead.
I love how they just can't let us have a good time. They're like, oh, but it is 34, guys.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
All right.
It's always nice when the water shuts off when the game is out of reach.
I think like you just have to look at like this game in this series like statistically. I don't think you look at it from like the Cavs are like this broken system. I think you saw like the regular season is indicative of a lot. Like I know like it's the playoffs a different beast, but like whew. Wait, did he just have like a Greenlaw injury from the Super Bowl 2 years ago?
I don't know.
So that happened during halftime. Interesting. Dude, you gotta shoot the ball. Someone's gotta shoot the ball. JT for TJ makes sense. But yeah, for Celtics, I think Jrue Holiday is likely to get moved. For the Cavs, I don't think you're likely to trade any of the 4 guys. I think you have good assets with the trades that you made this past season. Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter, both have a lot of value. Dean Wade, I think, has decent value.
His contract's really small, though.
Oh yeah,
They got him like right as I think it's like 10 a year. I want to say.
You guys should go for Bilal Coulibaly.
You know, I'm all set. I love.
Dude, what? He's so good. Thing is, the Wizards wouldn't trade him. If the Wizards get Cooper Flag, you got Alex Sarr, Bilal Coulibaly, Cooper Flag, Bub Carrington, Jordan Poole starting lineup. That's in 5 years with Kaishan George as the 6th man. 5 years, that's a contender.
I think Washington has enough white guys. I'm talking about the political side.
Jalen Tyson to turn into Josh Hart next year. He's not shooting a 3. You can't bite that.
Ryan is buying season tickets for the 2031 Wizards.
Yes, I am. Dude, 100%. Are you kidding me? They're going to be so good if they get Cooper Flag. If they don't get Cooper Flag, I don't care.
You should be getting those tickets now before the lottery.
I know, it's tomorrow. God,
Maybe
imagine the Spurs get the first pick, man.
What's their tankathon odds? Look it up.
Hopefully this Donovan Mitchell injury is not too serious, because I think if he's healthy, oh my God, my dad caught a freaking swordfish today. Look at this. He's in Hawaii. He caught this swordfish.
Wow.
That's awesome, though.
San Antonio has a 6% chance of getting the number 1 pick.
And you know they're going to.
I'm going to hit Sim one time. Let's see what we get.
They're getting it.
New Orleans got it.
That would be awful. That would be so bad. Oh, I would hate that.
This is the most toxic top 3 ever.
Dude,
New Orleans, Washington, Houston.
The Wizards is actually a great fit. It's actually amazing because it's a young core with Jordan Poole playing the best basketball of his career. The Wizards is like the only team I really want to see him on. The Spurs would be the only other acceptable team. I would hate if the Rockets got him too.
That was crazy. Chicago getting him would be sick.
No, it wouldn't. Oh my God, the management of that franchise is so bad. They're like, oh my God, we got Cooper Flag. You know what we have to do now? We have to trade one of our
Levine back.
We have to trade one of our good players for fucking, I don't know, Sabonis.
No, they get Zach LaVine and Vooch. They're like, let's bring the boys back.
Dude, they cannot do that. Also, free my boy Sabonis.
Congrats.
Oh boy. The Philadelphia 76ers get him, and we keep trusting the process. Embiid's like, well, you know what? Maybe I won't retire. Maybe I won't
Embiid's
retire.
like, oh shit.
One last ride. And then his legs literally explode like 2 nuclear bombs.
I've run this sim like 12 times, and I haven't even gotten the Sixers with a top 4 pick.
Oh, really?
As I say that, I just got the first.
I think what they have, if it's a top 6 or whatever, the Thunder have their pick or something. I don't know.
I think it's if it is outside the top 6.
Well, Mr. Cleveland Cavaliers, the Celtics have to not play like a-holes for the rest of the series against the Knicks. It has been an ugly, disgusting basketball series so far. They're a much better team, but they have to play like they are.
Will you watch this one?
Watch which one?
Game 4.
No, I will not. I don't think this. So I just don't think. Like, if you watch the first 2 games and the Celtics were up 20 in both of those games, and they're playing their worst basketball, and they're losing by like the last shot each game, it just really shows that the Celtics are much, much, much better than the Knicks. But when they play like absolute like D-bags in the fourth quarter, they're gonna lose, and they deserve to lose. And like yesterday's game really showed that like that's really how the series should go, but they just like didn't care enough to do that. Sabonis for Allen, Okoro, and Wade would be really bad. I don't think Sabonis would fit this team.
Allen is so much better than Sabonis, honestly.
So much better is strong words. Sabonis had a really good season.
I think for this team, it would be a waste of Sabonis. It doesn't fit. Like you're hoping Mobley will do what Sabonis does. You know.
They gotta like foul way harder if they're just gonna foul like that. Like too often are they just letting them actually get the shot off.
I will decide that the third quarter is the last of this stream.
Damn.
Mostly because I have to write grades and I have to come up with reasons why they're gonna get anything other than Fs.
DeAndre Hunter, F for fighting.
True.
Okoro, C for plus minus. Dude, that is terrible. That would have to be the Giannis trade, but again, that's just like so ugly for your spacing. That means you're really banking on Mobley being a 40% 3-point shooter.
It would be pretty wild.
But I think Giannis is gone, and my prediction is that he goes to the Warriors. One last ride for
Moody.
No, he's just gonna. Wait, he's I forgot I thought he was gonna just sign with them, but his contract's not up. No, Frankie, be quiet. Going to the Warriors.
Oh.
Just cause. Draymond, Kuminga in second. No, yeah, it's just all the young guys, and they just start over. Kuminga, Pods, Moody, Quentin Post, picks. We need some of the Celtics players. What Celtics players do you need on this team? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. That'd be pretty good. Sam Hauser is just Sam Merrill. They're the same player, and Hauser's been atrocious in the playoffs. He's also hurt right now.
The Cavs are one Sam Hauser away from being in this game. Changed my mind.
Hauser is not a cone on defense. He is not a slouch on defense. Al Horford would be good. Sam Hauser is not a bad defender. He was actually clamping the shit out of Luka in the finals last year. But no, Hauser has been really bad in the playoffs this year, and he's hurt. Al Horford would be really good because he's a really good post defender, so he would be good against Siakam in this series.
Also, complete side note, the scheduling for these playoff games has been terrible. Like the 3:30 to 8:30 or 7 or the gap in between the two games has just been so weird as of late.
Yeah, they're really milking it.
They're like, how about we don't play them back to back? That would be really good. Instead of playing them at like 5 and 8, we're playing them at 3:30 and 8.
Well, yeah, on the weekends they do a 3:30 game.
But even during I feel like is it back to back during the week? I feel like it isn't.
On the week, it is back-to-back, yeah. Or sometimes there's a little bit of a gap. Derek White will not be traded. I would be appalled if
kid,
he
that's
did. Al
sick.
Horford's contract is expiring, I'm pretty sure, and I don't think the Celtics are going to re-sign him if he doesn't retire.
How dare you? He's a clubhouse ledge.
I just think there's already talks of because the ownership is selling. There's already talks of the roster's very volatile. It's super expensive. I anticipate Jrue Holiday to get moved in a pretty not favorable trade, and I anticipate Al Horford will not come back. This is rough. I was looking forward to spending more time with you, Corey.
I know.
The Pacers have been really good against the top teams in the NBA, though. They had the Celtics number this season. Dude. Oh my goodness.
MVP of the game, DeAndre Hunter for pushing Benedict Mathurin. LVP of the game, DeAndre Hunter for continuing to play after the push.
Yeah, for not getting ejected.
Doing us a favor.
Put in Javonte Green, man. Gonna trade everyone's start over. I don't know what possible takeaways you can have from this game.
No, it's almost like it's so out of hand that it's you can take more from the first quarter than anything else. Anything past that was just a straight.
Yeah, 100%. Especially the once you get to the 8-minute mark of the second quarter, you're like, what the hell?
Once Miles Turner is just doing James Harden double step backs against you, you gotta call it a night.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you just gotta. I don't think you can read too much into this. It's literally just one of those games, and unfortunately, it's when you're down 2-1 in a playoff series.
It should have just been 2-2 at this point. Yeah, the Thomas Bryant threes were pretty sick too. I love when Thomas Bryant and Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam are having their own version of the 3-point contest against us. That guy next to him was dripping. Porter Jr. legacy game, baby. Let's go. That'd be sick.
Oh boy.
I can't wait to see what that report is on Mitchell's leg. When did
That's really indicative of how the rest of the series will potentially go.
It would be so reminiscent of the Celtics series last year.
Mm.
It was right when the Cavs kind of were done. Mitchell also.
Yeah, I was at game too when Donovan Mitchell shot 7 for 12 from 3.
I think it was doubtful to return. I don't know if it's doubtful for Game 5.
Yeah, Garland especially should not be out there right now.
Yeah, there's like no point. I don't get why they're doing it, but
Oh.
Are there any takes you want to get off your chest in this last minute before we sign off?
One take, SGA overrated. He has been mid in the playoffs. Him and Tatum have both been kind of poopy from a butt this playoffs. Tatum's been a little bit better because of the first round. Jokic, choker, playoff choker, getting carried by his team. Actually, he had one good game in the first game of this second round, but his team has largely been doing the heavy lifting. Aaron Gordon, top 10 in the NBA. Aaron Gordon.
Keep going.
Aaron Gordon
He's
is
cooking right now.
clutch. Aaron Gordon's a clutch basketball merchant.
Clutch basketball merchant.
Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know what's wrong with him. I was such a rider in the regular season. Trash. Anthony Edwards, very weird player. Kuminga needs to get a good jump shot. Other than that, he's terrible.
Elite nickname though.
Podziemski, real hustle guy, but he actually needs to score the ball because he is not doing his team a lot of favors. And then last one, Jaden McDaniels.
Your goat.
Stamped, good player.
Hey, maybe when the Cavs get eliminated, we'll do some playback streams and we can do this again.
This has been. I mean, I was looking forward when you asked me. I was like very excited, but I was like, oh my goodness!
I was like,
there's
no
first half.
I'm like, it'll be clutch to watch the second half. I mean, that'd be a real hoot. And then by like for sure. I'll go F myself, guys.
Yeah, no one. That's true. No one no one player has been great all playoffs. Anthony Edwards is the closest, but even then, he's like had some not really not good games.
All right. Well, Ryan, it's been a pleasure. The chat wants me to get run over by a bus, so we should probably call it.
What an insane game!
Thanks to the chat for sticking through it. All 132 of you sickos that aren't even being told to watch this.
Yeah,
I have to write grades,
really
so you'll see that on Fear the Sword. I'm sure Jackson also will have a really uplifting article, and Tony's somewhere at a concert, so he's the real winner tonight. Shout out the moms. This was for you.
Hey, series isn't over unless Donovan Mitchell's hurt.
True. Alrighty. Thanks, everyone.
See ya.